Hello and welcome to some high-speed flower bloom mayhem, aka Highway Blossom's goofball mode. So yes, this is going to apparently be a somewhat lighter take on the original story. Just enabled it from the extras menu. Got no idea what it's really going to be about. Apparently it's going to change a few things here and there to make it somewhat more amusing. So yeah, what the hell? Let's have a look at it. Because why not? Just start your game. Wait a minute. What? Difficulty. Okay, I wasn't expecting that. Does that even have an effect? I mean, well, I guess we'll try one and then the other, so we'll go normal to start off with. Oh, there we go. Off to a good start indeed. And yeah, it's just the same old stuff, yep. And yep, listening to the cassette. Skibadooling, indeed. We find, what's her name? God, it's been a while since I played this. Girl. Yes, that's the name. Amber's the main character. Let's see. We talked to her a bit, so yes, the car's basically crashed on the side of the road. Ah, here we go, and there's actually going to be something a bit different here. I can't remember what her damn name was though. Marina, I think? Maria? No, Marina, that's it. Anyway, what the hell are they even talking about? Okay, I think something about... Okay, here we go. I've been trying to wave down everyone who drives by, but you were the first to stop. Hold on. Everyone? Yup. This heat must have fried... Must have her fried brain. Anyway, it must have fried her brain. Does she have any idea how dangerous that is? That's probably not a good idea, you know. She cocks her head to the side and gives me a look of genuine curiosity. Like it wasn't obvious or something. Oh, and also, I forgot to mention earlier, yeah, this will be the, pretty sure this will be the non-adult version of the visual novel as well. Just a pain in the ass having to censor out that stuff before, which in my opinion, yeah, it's a bit of a shame really, because it did add to the story. It showed the insecurities of Amber and the inexperience of Marina pretty well, but what can you do? It's a sort of society we live in. Just best not to take the risk on that. I mean, yeah, it just went on for a bit and was quite explicit compared to, say, Everlasting Summer. But anyway, like it wasn't obvious or something. So I'm pretty sure I've disabled the adult stuff. Girl, why? Well, you know. Because of the implication. Ah, you used that word implication. What implication? You know, cute girl like you, out here in the desert. Someone comes along, you're out here all alone. What are you going to do? Say no? It sounds like you're saying you're going to do something to me. I'm not going to make you do anything, I just don't think you'll say no. Really? Well, I wasn't expecting that. You know, because of the implication. That sounds kind of dark. You've got it all wrong, it's just... a cute young girl alone in the middle of the desert, it's just asking for trouble. Indeed. I'm sure a cute young girl alone in the middle of the desert... Oh no, she didn't. What? And yeah, basically on about that. Pick her up. Going to be driving her to gas station, I guess. Yes, to get gas to the car. And of course, we'll eventually come across Maria, I think her name was. This guy talks about the treasure. Something like that. Marina eases in towards the counter, nudging herself tightly between me and the rack. Her hands creeping over to the slushie. Can't say I follow you, I'm just heading out to California or any place. Everyone's a drum major, leading a parade of hurts, marching without bitterness. Okay. The attendant freezes, leaving the tank unscanned. Blinding red light beams from the scanner. You got a farm you left behind in Oklahoma or something? Nope, that would mean something. It doesn't take nerve to do something when there's nothing else you can do. You seriously need a hobby. How about looking for the treasure like everyone else? Ah yes, that's when they mentioned that. Treasure? And it goes on about the treasure. Of course, Marina's all excited about it because she's going to go to try to find it. And what the... Okay, I'm guessing that was one of the developers, maybe. there we go. The masking could have been a bit better. That shouldn't really have been in front of the rocks there, but whatever. So there we go. We found out that her car has been stolen. So anyway, I can already see how this would go down. She would be huddled on the side of the road, trying to keep warm. A pack of kawaii coyotes would be howling all around her, closing in. Then, from down the road, a starved creep would pull up in a trashy old pickup truck, open his door for her, and... well, you already know how that part works out later in the story. Hey, where are you from? Don't mind me asking. From Carlsbad or something? I don't know, someplace in the US. And there we go, we find out about the... ah yes. Journal, we can read any previous entries. Why can I not press enter for that? I don't know. But alright, fine, I'll just click it. What does it say? It says something about where to go. And there we go, let's have a look. It's actually why I'm going to California, you know, for a music festival. For real? Where? Oh, that's right, yeah, talking about where they're going. Not far from Palm Springs. Palm Springs? Like the actual Palm Springs? Of course, isn't that where all the lesbian couples go? Too early in the story for that. Oh, 4-4 breaking there, right. I went to my first concert a little bit while ago, they were talking about sleeping. I think she's reminiscing about Grandpa, and they basically wake up, going out for the treasure, doing a bit of tourism, looking around, they come up across Maria, proving that the treasure's real because they got a tiny bit of the gold. I think they're related to the gold mining guy, something like that. And yeah, then they have some sort of argument or something. Because they stole the car, then they get the equipment from them, and they eat some stuff at the cafe. So just doing a bit more travelling. And away they go, yes. And yeah, no, they're just digging for treasure, I suppose. Alright, so maybe we should call it a night. I'm sure we can find it once we're fresh in the morning. Nah, that's no good. We can only do it now because Parks and Recreation isn't paying as much attention. Why would they ever pay attention? That show stopped airing months ago. Parks and Recreation? What? We'll keep looking for a little while. If we can't find anything, we might want to assume the worst. Ah, so referring to a TV show I haven't really heard of. Oh well. Let's see. Here we go, vibrating a lot. I'm assuming that's the metal detector. Wait, it's vibrating? It feels weird. That's not the only weird feeling that's going to be vibrating. Oh, the weird feeling thing that's going to be vibrating. The metal detector hovers over the ground between the rock and the sand. Thrust my shovel into the ground, and what do you know? We find a ziggurat. And of course, Maria comes in and there's going to be a bitch because she didn't find the gold, but we did. Huzzah, huzzah! We find out more stuff about the journal, and there we go. Going on to the next clue. After going on, I don't know, some adventure, doing some other stuff. God, really breezing through this pretty fast, really. I mean, we've already seen all this before. If you haven't seen it before, then check out my previous videos. It was quite the emotional roller coaster, even if it did have quite a few cliches in it. But well done, story overall. So anyway, this time we're going to be looking in these other ruins. Foreshadowing. Yay. Coming up across some girl, some guy, some brat in tow, and away they go, and here we go. Marina's face lights up and she claps her hands. I notice that she's taken out the journal page with the hiding spot again. Oh, that's right, while they're exploring the ruins. That was so cool. It was like something out of a video game where you just sneak away right in front of everyone. They're going to refer to Hitman or something, aren't they? Anyway, Marina, we're going to need to have a very existential talk when we get back to the RV. And there we go. Falling at that, but then they go, and yeah, now they're looking through the ruins, but we're not going to be finding anything unless they decide to change it here, which they're probably not going to change, and nope, that is that, and away they go. Ah yes, there we go. I didn't think people like that were real, like that they only existed in books and movies and stuff. Assuming they're talking about the couple that they met before. About that existential talk. Oh, that's it. And there's the misconception because they think that they're a lesbian couple, but they're not. Or are they? clearly that will be at later points. Anyway, let's see, what are they talking about? 18, yep, she's 18, oh thank God. I let myself fall back again. I was afraid you're going to be underage and that I'd get arrested for kidnapping or something. Also, I was kind of planning to go down on you at some point down the road, and that would end poorly for everyone reading as well. Quite sold, sport. No way. Besides, I told you my parents were fine with it. Well, accepted it. Wait a minute. Wait, my parents? What the hell were they fine with exactly? I must have missed an earlier point there. Which parts? The kidnapping or the statutory rape? I guess both. What? Anyway, what about you? How old are you? Just a year older. Wait, she's only 19? Really? I could swear that she was more like 20 something. Anyway, now it's her turn to be shocked. How old did you think I was? Rena busts up laughing. I'm actually a little bit embarrassed. I look away, blowing my hair from my face, and away we go. On to the next clue, at ludicrous speed as you can see. Good morning to you as well. Just at a campsite looking at, can't remember where the hell this is meant to be actually, but whatever, they're going to be coming along. Oh, that's right, we have a look at the scenery, take some pictures, very nice. I think that's the Grand Canyon or some similar canyon maybe, I don't know. That's whatever, left it behind, we're going back. They're coming in to talk, someone's looking miserable over something. I'm just randomly going over the words that are there actually. Then comes the creepy trucker, I think he was a trucker. Anyway, relax, just use the guy's bathroom. What? Is that even legal? Oh, and the snake sign there as well. Was that there before? Anyway, there's probably a North Carolina joke somewhere in there. The man interjects, his eyes still fixated on us. And there you go, it wasn't too bad. Skips again. It changes the text every time we start skipping, indeed. And yes, there's a trucker being all creepy, but thankfully managed to get out of there. Quite the ordeal indeed. And what do we have here? Let's see. What is it they say? There are no mistakes in art, just happy accidents. Something like that. Why green? Do you not see what I'm colouring here, Sam-I-Amber? Plus, this is clearly a phthalo green that I'm going to be later coupling with a Van Dyke brown. These are going to be the happiest accidents you've ever seen. I'm sure. I groaned aloud at her awful joke. I'm saved from more of them by the arrival of the same waitress who greeted us. Her white uniform is stained with jelly and ketchup and who knows what else. And there you go, they have presumably breakfast. I don't know, maybe. And there you go, on to the next clue, full steam ahead. Interesting looking rock there. Alright, plus I don't want to get kidnapped and held for ransom or something like that. What about you? Based on the current market rates for gold going at 40,000 per kilo, really they're actually switching to metric. And assuming this is gold of decent purity, I'll probably put my share of the gold into a low-cost index fund. Given that most index funds average around a 10% rate of return in the long term, that's assuming good economic growth, but anyway, I can take care of all expenses and still have a solid investment for retirement. Given the way the economy is going, not likely. But anyway, that's really fascinating, Amber. Indeed. A solid foundation for a future is always fascinating. Yeah, this is a bit of a mess. And, oh, what do you know? People... What? Jostle? I think she means jostle. People jostle and push each other out of the way. It's hard to believe anyone is actually prospecting so much as they are just trying not to lose their spot. Maybe we should come back later. And away they go. Coming up against Maria again, because why not? And I don't know, talking about dinner or something, I don't know. Anyway, what are they talking about actually? She gestures around. Dinner? No, dumbass, I meant the treasure hunt. Forget it, I don't actually care. Don't know yet, Mary and I have been kind of talking about that. Apparently she wants to become a financial advisor. Actually, financial advisors are a poor source of long-term growth, as actively managed funds tend to be outperformed by index funds and lose a large share of their gains due to excessive management fees. A good point. Oh my god, Amber, nobody cares. I'll be carrying all the way to my maxed out Roth IRA. Rothschild, maybe? Anyway, three of us chuckle, but then the conversation trails off. Tess and Rena working on colouring Tessa's menu. From what I can see, it has different characters than the one this morning. Talk about attention to detail. And that is that. And then there's of course the race to the next bit of the treasure. Let's see. Okay, fine, I'm 90% sure we're not dead then. Okay. Okay, 90%. That's not bad. Besides, it could be worse. If that ghost movie thing happened, that same director could have ended up destroying our beloved animated series down the road. Glad nothing like that ever happened. Our voices are shaky when our conversation isn't serious. I keep checking the rear view, expecting to see the headlights of Maria's approaching vengeance, but so far we're in the clear. Huzzah. And there we go, this is where we find the treasure, if I remember correctly. Some more treasure, probably, yes, most likely, I can't remember. Actually, I think that's right, we did manage to find it. And then we go off to the next bit of treasure, or something, more memories, we find the cave. And there's some more treasure probably to be found, like in a nook or something. Then we have the campfire there. And here we go. I fix my gaze on the flames. The dog is slimy, oozing with condensation that drips and sizzles in the ashes. Oh god, it's on fire, fire, fire. Your marshmallow's fine. I was talking about my new mixtape. Okay. I'm tempted to squeeze one more joke out, but decide against it as I try to hold back this snicker under my breath. I think I like you better when you're serious. And yeah, that was something a bit different, I'll admit. Kind of reminds me of the, it was called the Wacky Wasteland, Wild Wasteland, something like that mode in Fallout New Vegas, where they replace a few things here and there with wackier counterparts. I don't think I ever tried that actually. If I do ever do a series of videos for Fallout New Vegas, I might possibly have that enabled. We shall see. That's probably won't be doing that for a bit of a while. In fact, I've got a massive backlog of games as it is, really. Anyway, I'll take you to see them sometime. It's a cool place. Really? Yeah, sure. We need to give ourselves ample room for sequels, indeed. No matter what, I'm happy that she's happy, indeed. Nicely done. I mean, the way that they ended it